It's your guy, Boris Jackson.
And Terry, of course.
We're straight from Lavington, Chubby Drive, showing you 5-bedroom villa having 4 parking slots, a garden.
Have you noticed the exterior of this fabulous villa we are in right now?
Yes.
It has this beautiful beige color that is also contrasting with the dull gray.
Yes.
I think it's beautiful considering we have the greenery around and also the green complementing the whole beige and the dull gray.
Very true. What really captivated me was the use of glass plus huge windows. Glass plus concrete looks so nice on this villa.
You can also see the wooden slats going all throughout the house. I think it's well put together.
Yes, and even the panelings on the wall makes the house pop out nicely from itself. Look, it's only 6 villas, and as I'm speaking to you right now, it's only one that is remaining. I might go with it, but if you try to move fast, then I can leave it for you.
Of course, I think so, Boris.
And Terry, before we go anyway, I want just to say you look so beautiful in this pink and black outfit. Trust me, you're so gorgeous today.
I hope you're not flattering me, Boris.
That's true, come on. You look so nice.
Thank you so much. You look quite sharp yourself. I love the suit.
Are you sure?
I love the tie.
Do you love my suit?
Without further ado, I want to show you this spacious parking space that can accommodate 4 vehicles, and if you can see, we have epoxy on the floor, which makes it look quite nice and easy to clean. Just in case you have an oil leak, you know, in case you want to clean up the area, make it look nice. I think it's quite easy to just clean up and make it look more inviting.
100%.
And we also have canister lights running all throughout the exterior, making it more vibrant and bright, and also quite something else you need to notice. The parking is not as tight because it's quite high. The ceiling is quite high in the parking space as well.
Very true. You also get parking for 2 here and a parking for 2 on the other side. But then again, if you decide to squeeze it for 3 cars, it's still possible. You can do 2 that side, you can do 2 here and 1 on the other side, or even say 1 on the other side.
I know, Boris, and there is more to show them. Considering at the corner, you can use that route to access the garden space from the right side.
Very true, as well as the basement SQs. And then on the other side, on this side, you have a nook that is just dedicated for the laundry and maybe say washing area. But then I want to show them another route that takes them to the garden, but then we won't use that. We'll go straight into the main entrance of the property. How about that?
Yes.
Let's go show them what we have on this side. Come this way. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is supposed to be your other entry to the garden, but then we won't use this. We'll use this as our main entrance into the property, because I know you guys are waiting to get to see what we have in the property. Terry, what do you think?
I think so, Boris. And right before we proceed, you'll notice the artificial fencing placed there, making it look more green, and it's quite inviting and rhymes with the type of tinted glass windows used throughout the property.
I agree with you, but also before we began our shoot, you told me, Boris, you think this is a good idea, and therefore there's uniformity when it comes to exterior look of the property. Sometimes you walk into a property, you realize that the owners have different type of fencing that looks like mix and match, like, you know, leopard kind of thing. So, but then this brings in uniformity, and trust me, I agree with you. Yes.
Absolutely, Boris. Let's take them in and let's show them what this villa has to offer.
But then before we even get in, I think it's also important to mention what the property comes with on the entry foyer of the house. You got travertine tiles on the floor, you got wooden slats on the left-hand side, you got a huge door that allows you to bring in, one of the biggest furnitures you might find at any furniture store in the market can easily, you know, be passed through this door.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Boris. I think it's quite convenient. Let's proceed.
Okay. Okay, Terry, tell us, what do you have here?
Right at the entry foyer, you are met with this beautiful engineered floors, which correspond very well with the colored palette used also on the exterior of the property. And as you walk in, you will notice that the ceiling is equally high as compared to the exterior of the property. And as you look to my right, you have this beautifully placed cloakroom that can be used with your guests, your visitors. And come guys, let's have a look at it. And as you have a look of the cloakroom, you'll notice the quite unique features used here. We have a sickle cell sink, we have smart mirrors, and quite something interesting about it is that it's not every day that you see a black water closet, which I think is quite phenomenal. You have a casement window allowing lighting and free flow of air coming in. to this cloakroom, making it quite hospitable and nice. And we have floor-to-ceiling tiles used, which match the same palette used all throughout the house. Boris?
Yes, of course, here is where everything happens, and everybody's wondering, Boris, when are we going to see the lounge plus the kitchen? Guys, wait no more. I want to take you in, show you what you have on the other side of the house. But before we go there, I want to appreciate you for watching up to this point. It's your guy, Boris Yeltsin, and Terry on my left-hand side. We bring you the finest of real estate in Nairobi, Kenya, mostly upmarket Nairobi. So let's go this way, show you what you have on the other side of this beautiful 5-bedroom villa in Lavington, Shelby Drive. Terry, what do you like about this double volume lounge? What do you like about this lounge?
Just from the entry space of the entire lounge, you will notice that we have the double volume ceilings,
yes,
the sliding doors, which are very nice and quite beautiful,
yes,
and runs all the way up to, yes, the ceiling, yes, making it more airy, making it bright, and making it more, classy in its own nature.
I agree with you, but what really caught my attention was the double volume ceiling. Number one, there's more volume in this space. Number two is the fact that, in fact, it's the first lounge that I've seen that has two chandeliers from the ceiling. They still look very small from up there. It shows you how big this space is. Behind you, there's a honeycomb cladding on the wall, which brightens this space. There is pure contrast between the white and the gray pattern on that wall.
You'll also notice the honeycomb cladding used behind me also corresponds with the framework used on the sliding doors. The gray really corresponds well with the palette used all throughout the house. We also have recessed lighting running all throughout the property, making it quite vibrant and quite bright, and also not forgetting the big windows used. Therefore, we have the lighting and we also have the natural light coming in.
Very true, I agree with you. That's what really caught my attention when I walked into this lounge. There is enough lighting in this space, which of course makes the space look big. So true. But then you mentioned at the entry foyer about the engineered wooden floors on the floor, but then you really get to appreciate them more when you get to this space. Why? Because there is more space just to see and appreciate the floor. My question is, Terry, I have a 100-inch maybe say if that is 200-inch screen, where would I mount it? The question is, where would I mount it? Is it this side or the side?
The beauty about it is you're not restricted, honestly. You can have it on this side and you can also have it on this side, considering we have socket spaces on both areas. But if you ask me, I think it would go well in this side because of the honeycomb. It would look more inviting.
Are you sure?
I believe so.
My other question would be this, right? There's these huge windows which you've mentioned before that bring in natural lighting, but then they realize that they're also sliding. You can just open and walk into the garden from this side.
Absolutely.
Exactly. But then, mine is about the lounge, the height, natural lighting, the space, and all about the layout of the house. But then I want you to take up the kitchen space and show them what you have in the kitchen side.
Absolutely.
Are you ready?
I am ready, guys. Come with me. And as you walk in, you'll notice the difference in tiling used, the contrast in tiling used in the lounge space and the kitchen area. This makes it more easy to clean, considering you'll be working with a lot of water, cooking here and there. So this is quite convenient for this space. And not forgetting the kind of space we have here. It's quite spacious, comes with this breakfast countertop that you could use just to have your bitings here and there, just a quick breakfast in this kitchen space. Not forgetting that you have this entire area that you could use and convert to have an island, creating more space in the kitchen area.
My question is this. I have a dining set because I've realized in the lounge there's no space dedicated for the dining set. So where do I fit my dining set if I have one?
Boris, we had a client, Michelle, who did away with the whole entire breakfast countertop and they moved it here where they placed an island that is more convenient to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, creating more space from the lounge to the kitchen side.
So this became the dining set.
Absolutely.
Area. Take it on. Easy, done. Convinced.
The kitchen comes fully fitted, as you can see. It comes with a 5-burner. It also comes with an extractor, and something else quite unique is that it comes with plenty of cabinetry that you could use to store your spices, chinaware, anything for you about kitchen.
But then Terry, that is also special. The most special thing is I like, sorry guys, I may sound too proud or too much of a braggart, but I love details, man. When it comes to high-end real estate, it's not about just location only, and then it's not about the space only. We zero in into the details. The finesse is in the detail. And then for me, this is a nice detail. You see, this chiseled, all round. This is a nice detail. Bring out the best out of this kitchen. But then Terry, I've also realized on the kitchen backsplash, I have some texture tiling. I mean, if you look at it, it's textured all the way through to the other side. But then you also realize we have enough sockets running all around.
So definitely, if you want to have your appliances, or if you have maybe a coffee maker, you are not restricted on where you're going to place it because of the sockets running all throughout the backsplash, which is quite beautiful.
Perfect. You plug and coffee, cappuccino, mochaccino, Boris chino, terracino, anything chino.
You Boris, you're quite something. You will also notice you have a water faucet here that is quite nice and quite convenient. You also have a deep sink that you could use while just preparing your foods here and there, washing your dishes, and this beautifully placed window allowing free flow of air. You're going to be cooking here, so definitely you need aeration coming in and out as you having your cookout here.
Also natural lighting flowing into the space in and out. It's so important. And the good thing is you're not looking at an ugly wall. It's still the beautiful exterior of what you just bought. On the left hand side, I have this provision for your double door fridge with a socket. All that is cabinetry. I have microwave, oven, enough cabinetry to the other end, and plus a window which still brings in natural lighting. Terry, enough about the kitchen. Can you show them what we have on the other side of the house, which of course becomes the patio?
Absolutely.
Yes.
As we proceed to this side, we have an access door that leads us to the garden space that we mentioned earlier. So basically, you could use the sliding doors to exit from the front, and you could also use this access door to head out to the patio that you could use to entertain.
But then what's so special about this patio? Because it kind of feels like there's something special about it, and I don't know what is special about this patio. Yes.
Just the moment you stepped out into this patio, did you notice this texture tiling that we have here?
Of course I did. I mean, I like this texture. It's non-slip, and also I realized there's a contrast in between that beige wall, rough cast wall. Is it beige wall, master wall, with this textured, dark brown floor? Looks so beautiful. And also realize that the travertine tile goes all the way around. Of course, they haven't cleaned it, and I've talked to them several times to clean it, but I don't know what's the problem with developers. Like you always know, when somebody comes to spend like $1 million on a property, they expect the listing to be pristine,
I understand,
sharp and chic. But then we are Kenyans, and we are Kenyans, and then most of the times we tend to assume such kind of things like cleaning the property, just making sure it's clean, decluttering. We take it lightly, but it's so important.
Well, Boris, I'm glad that you mentioned it, and I hope that they take your word for serious.
Yes.
But let's not forget about the garden space here.
Yes.
Let me just drift your mind from
Okay, let's go.
You walk into this beautiful garden space that is quite large, and if you notice, we also have the wooden paneling running all throughout the exterior of the property. And as you can see, we are jumping from one tile to the next in the garden area. You can use this place to host.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the sun hits the wall quite
Nicely.
nice, and the
You can see
artificial
that?
fence, quite lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it brightens the garden, and the space in this garden is just enough. It's decent. It's so private. In as much as you have 6 villas that are next to each other, there is privacy in your property, because now your neighbor is overlooking the other side, right? Which of course they can't get to see what happens on this side. There is more privacy, and I like the fact that they use this artificial, green fencing just to bring more privacy in your garden. Terry, you'll agree with me that exterior look of this listing is a selling point, as well as the nature surrounding it. You can see mature trees all around the villa is just another selling point. Where else do we go to, Terry? I mean, I'm confused.
I agree with you 100%, Boris.
Yes.
And we are headed to the first bedroom of this property. But before that, I want to also show you where the DSQ of this villa is tucked away.
Let's
Follow
go.
me.
Let me follow you. Take the lead.
Ooh. And Boris, before we head out to the first bedroom, you'll notice that we have an access door tucked away in the kitchen, which leads you to the DSQ of this property.
At the basement?
Yes.
Wow.
Quite nice, yeah?
That is very good use of space, which I do like. But then, in this entire ground floor level, we have a bedroom on this side. But then what does the bedroom come with, Terry? I mean, you can tell us more about the bedroom.
The bedroom is all in suite.
Okay.
The high ceiling still runs all throughout the property, which touches the bedrooms as well. And you also notice the honeycomb cladding that we have in the lounge area is also included in this bedroom.
Wow. Show me what you have. Yeah.
Come on, Boris.
I like it. Terry, I think I do like the space in this bedroom. It's spacious, and I like the color combination of white and black. Looks very nice, contrasting, welcoming, luxurious, as I always say.
Not to forget the sliding door that is right behind you,
wow.
Boris. Still corresponding with the grays running all throughout with the honeycomb, and also the lighting coming in, the natural free flow of air in this bedroom.
The front windows are sliding, therefore you get ease of access to the garden if you want to. Terry, viewers are asking, I mean, what do you have in the washroom? Show them what we have in the washroom.
Let me show you.
Let's go.
And not forgetting this space that accommodates a semi-walk-in closet.
Yeah.
Plenty of storage for your bags.
So what?
Semi-walk-in closet. Let me show you what we have in this cloakroom. Very spacious, as you can see. And if you notice right from the entrance, the tiling used here is quite different. It's a bit textured, making it look like actual stone used in here. And if not to forget the floor-to-ceiling tiles used here, corresponding with the same color used in the floor tiling. We also have the sickle cell sink. We also have this beautiful floating vanity with plenty of storage for your things. We also have this beautiful smart mirror, not to forget this beautiful shower cubicle which comes with the rain shower head. And we also have a nook here that you could place your shower gels, your bathing stuff. I think this is quite nice. Not to forget this casement window allowing free flow of air, guys. I don't know if you've ever been in a bathroom that is quite stuffy. This will not happen in this address that can be yours. See this beautifully placed water closet, which is of a dark color, not your everyday common water closet that you encounter in different properties. Boris, where are you headed to?
Of course, we're down with the ground level. I just can't wait to show them what we have on the upstairs. I mean, I've got 2 levels remaining up there. I mean, you did so well to explain to them what you have on that side. And I think I have a lot to do just to make sure I match, the presentation on the next level. Guys, it was nice showing you the first level of the listing. Can we just take them upstairs for them to see what we have on the next level of this beautiful 5-bedroom villa in Lavington? It's your guy, Boris. Follow this way. Look at step lights. As you can see, we have all these step lights on the stairs. We've got these windows bringing natural lighting. And then let's go see what we have on this next level of this villa. Wow. So Terry, where are we? What do you have on this level?
We are on the upper level of this villa. We just stepped into the family space. You can use it as a family room, family lounge, just to unwind, catch up. You can watch a bit of shows here and there. It depends on what you like.
Okay, so then I understand on the first level we had the first bedroom. So how many bedrooms do we have on this level?
On this level we have 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
We have 1 to this side and we also have 2 on this other side. And you can notice we also have a walkway headed to the balcony overlooking the garden space.
Okay.
But we'll dwell into that later on. Let's have a look at the first bedroom.
Okay, let's go. Take the lead. Okay, so this is supposed to be our first bedroom, but then there's something that really captures my attention. I walk into this space, is this cladding on the wall. It stands out. It's so brazen that you can't avoid it. And I like it because when I walked into the other bedroom, there was not this, there was the honeycomb. Now I've got fluted panels on the wall.
You can notice something else, Boris.
What is that?
It also goes well with the engineered wooden floors.
Yes.
The color really corresponds well, and you can notice something that the same French windows that we have on the bedroom downstairs is what we have going on in this bedroom.
Yes.
Allowing plenty of light and aeration coming in. Something different about this, it comes with a Juliet balcony.
Oh yeah, I realized that, and I like that because you can step out, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the fresh air, because all around you is just natural. It's trees around you, and I like that. That is luxury.
Yes, of course. And And also the recessed lighting is constant all throughout the house.
Yes.
As you can notice.
But then Terry, you realize that the recessed lights here are so different with the recessed light we have seen in the market from Runda all the way to Karen. This is uncommon. Just look at the recessed light, it's different. And Fabian, you can agree with me, it's different, all right? Is it? Yeah. Of course, it's a very different spotlight, and that's what makes this ceiling stand out, Terry.
Not to mention the plenty of cabinetry going on.
Like
you have wardrobe space.
Yeah.
And not to forget, you know, it's usually something that is quite common that the cabinets will touch the ceiling. But in this instance, we have the space there and the recessed LED strip lights running just behind the wardrobe, making it look more chic and stylish.
I like that, but also that allows you, gives you more space to just clean the top and also just to put, if you want to store something up there, it also gives you more space for storage. Terry, what is so special about this bedroom? What is unique about it?
Not to forget that it's en suite, Boris.
Oh, okay.
Have you noticed?
Okay, I've noticed that. I also like the space in it. It's very spacious. Show me what you have into there.
Come on.
That's Terry for you. Let's go.
The same stone-like tiling that we had is what we have going on here. It looks like actual stone that has been placed here, not your typical glossy type of tiles.
Yes.
But in this instance, we also have the floor-to-ceiling tiling, which is quite nice in a grey, but also has darker veins going on there. And behind me, this beautifully placed shower cubicle comes with rain shower head, also with the telephone shower head.
Yes.
You'll also notice that plenty of light and aeration coming in, and also you'll notice the casement window placed, allowing plenty of light coming in and also fresh air coming in. Not to forget the LED strip light running in that niche. Quite unique, quite lovely. Not to forget the black water closet that we have here and the sickle cell sink with this beautiful granite countertop with plenty of storage and smart mirrors.
Terry, I really like the idea of having recessed light on the nook over there that makes it pop out from the wall. I love that. Where else do we go to, Terry?
I want to show you something else that we have
here.
What you have. Boris, as you can see, we're headed to this direction where we have the balcony overlooking the garden space to that side. But before we get there, I know you notice what we have happening here.
Yes, I love the aluminium balustrades around this. I also like the travertine belt running all the way to the other side. It just makes this walkway very strong and solid because it just conjoins at a given point over there. But then my biggest worry is the safety of kids around this area. I don't know how we can cover that.
As you can notice, Boris, the railing that we have here is not that low.
Okay.
But even if you feel like it's not really conducive for you and the safety of the kids, it can always be raised slightly higher,
like
just
that.
for convenience and also safety for the kids and even for grown-ups. That is a safety measure that we do not overlook.
I agree with you, but also what I like about this design, it's allowing airflow from that point to this side. Bouncing of light on this wall, it retracts back down there. And that is very beautiful. But then, what really caught my attention was the view up here. It feels so nice viewing the property or the lounge from up here. It makes you see the volume you have on the lounge. But then, Terry, the most beautiful thing about this space is this wall. It's a huge wall which you can play around with. You can do crazy wall art here. Once you're down there, you can get to see this not as just a plain wall, but then a beautiful wall nicely designed with wall arts.
Boris, we are not yet done with
Okay.
here. Boris, as we step into this space, I'm just a bit curious. What do you love about this space that we have here?
The feeling here, and even the space that you have is it's spacious. It's a pure sand deck, and I like that. Another thing is the privacy I have on this balcony. In as much as I'm overlooking at my neighbor doesn't get overlooked towards this side because the view they have is of the other side. So for me, that is what I can take away from this space. And also this wall, it's nicely finished, and I like the black wall scones. They pop out nicely. And also I've got these black canister lights from the ceiling illuminating this space at night or in the evening. What else?
You'll also notice the height is constant. Like I told you, high ceilings is what we have running constantly throughout the property.
Yes, I think for me, what I would give the developer is a thumbs up for good choice of finishing materials. They did not go cheap when it comes to material, right? So for me, that is what I like about this property. I can see even in the balcony, in as much as it's not clean, right? But then if you look at the material that has been used, the tiles and all that, the aluminium, the blah, blah, canister, it's just pure luxury. Where else do we need to go to?
They did not stop here, Boris, with the balcony. There is another one overlooking towards the parking side of this villa.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let's go see then. Let's go.
And Boris, before we proceed to the other bedroom, I would also like to mention the balcony that I was talking about is just directly in the family space. So you can use that to enjoy and relax, and you can stand out just to have, you know, a fresher breath here. And something quite unique is that it wraps around to the bedroom that we're proceeding.
Exactly, it wraps around to the bedroom you're going to see, but then this bedroom becomes my best bedroom. The question is, Boris, what do you mean? What I mean is this bedroom, where it's placed, it's on the corner. It's more private as compared to the other ones. I like this more. Of course, the size of this bedroom kind of looks similar to the other ones. And I like the fact that they are consistent with the finishes. They're consistent with the wall panels on the wall. Looks very nice, fluted, black, and you know, I don't know which color is this. I mean, tell me, which color is this? Which color? Is this beige? Is this brown?
I think it's beige. We can't call it brown.
Okay,
Boris.
but then
beige.
I like the consistency. I like that. Then, mostly you realize that not only in this bedroom, in all the bedrooms, in all the spaces in this unit, we chose to go with subtle, rich colors. And I always say these are old money color palettes, not too much into your eye. These color palettes would go well with Brunello Cucinelli or say maybe Loro Piana. They'll go so nice because this is what old money color palettes look like.
I agree with that. Honestly, you had me stopped on, what did you call it?
Brunello Cucinelli.
Oh God.
Yeah, or Loro Piana.
You also notice the lighting is consistent with the spotlights that you mentioned. Yeah, quite unique, quite nice. They run all throughout consistently. And also the well tucked in LED strip lights, just like I mentioned, running all throughout the property as well.
Beautiful, but then I can't just wait to see what we have in the washroom. I don't know, will it be different or similar?
It's quite similar, but a bit spacious. Okay. But also, we still have the semi-walk-in closet.
Can I show them?
Yes, please. Boris.
Okay, follow me this way. I want to show you this. This is my time now to shine. It's my time to shine in the bedroom. Welcome into my washroom. Now, this washroom is not different from the other one. What I like about the finishes in the washrooms is the choice of colors. As I told you, I love darker and subtle. So black is there. You get that mixture of gray and some ash gray still. Beautiful particle tile on the wall from the floor all the way to the ceiling. Then there's this stylish drainage down here, which I like it. Very, 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 very rich and love it too. Looks so nice. All this rain shower head, you know, with jets, you know, you shower here, you feel like you have arrived. And I like that about this washroom. In terms of sizing, they're all similar. The difference would be maybe the positioning and the view once you open that casement window, which is not really an issue. For me, I like also the choice of tiles on the floor, just like Terry mentioned before. The simple self sinks, white, looks very nice, contrasting with the vanity itself. I love that. The circular mirror. I also love the heating system and the black toilet here. Beautiful. It looks so gorgeous. Back to Terry.
Oh, Boris, let me show you the last bedroom we have on this level.
What about it? I mean, what is so special about it?
It's the last bedroom that we have on this level. I mean, the finishes are quite similar, just like we've seen the other ones. But you'll notice that we have a Juliet balcony here. Yes. And you'll notice it's quite tucked in. It's more private, if you ask me. Yeah. It's on the corner, so it's well tucked in, and you can use it, you know, just for privacy. I really like how well put together it is.
What I love about this property or this developer is the way the rooms have been sized. The sizing is so good, the finishing is up there, and I also like the layout of these particular rooms. It's nicely laid out. I mean, I think this is just similar to the other one. I don't think if it's fair to show them the washroom, it's just similar. Can you just go with them, show them what the master bedroom has to offer?
It has so much to offer. It is fabulous in terms of the spacing. You will be wowed just from the doorstep.
Are you sure?
Follow me, Boris.
Let's go see. Come this way. So, Terry, here we are on the last level of this property. We have gone into all the bedrooms. I've been wowed. I've liked all the spaces I've walked into from the down level, the first floor, and the second. Now I'm on the second one. What I've realized is the space the layout, and the natural lighting. Now, back to the space. What is so unique about this level? What do we have on this level?
It is quite unique in the sense that this is where we have the terrace, we have the master bedroom, and something else is that we have an additional space that you could use maybe as your office, your prayer room. It just depends on what is convenient for you.
I think for me, I would like to see the master bedroom first. What I like about this master bedroom, it's the capacity, the volume, the space in this primary suite. I mean, I've walked into many properties, and I can tell you, in the market right now, in fact, in Lavington, there are very few primary suites that go toe-to-toe with this in terms of the size. The size is just elephantine. It's so huge. You can do even 2 beds if you want to, but then why do you need 2 beds in your primary suite? It's just, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. So 1 bed would do, but then a bigger one would do on this space. And I like the fact that there is more space around us, and therefore you can even add an ottoman. You can even add, say, 2 seats, have like a mini private lounge in your primary suite. That can still. Back to you, Terry.
That works efficiently. I mean, imagine having something here that you're just going to relax. You can even have a TV setup.
Okay.
You have the facility for that, and sockets run all throughout, so you're not limited at all. And the space doesn't end just internally, Boris. We have a wraparound balcony that runs through this space, which is quite unique.
Yes.
I mean, the privacy is to talk about because you're still not looking into your neighbor. You still have that beautiful view of the wraparound balcony.
I love that. But then again, what I really like about this primary suite where we are standing right now is the fact that you have 2 corner picture windows give you the picturesque views of the neighborhood, which is so beautiful. And then that sun deck is something to talk about. Terry, I mean, tell me, what do you like about this balcony or this sun deck?
I love the fact that it's a wraparound.
Yes.
There is plenty of space.
Okay.
Just as you had mentioned, you have a lot of privacy. This is your master. This is your primary bedroom. So obviously you require all the privacy that you can get.
Okay.
You still don't have that limitation in terms of your neighbors facing you because they have their own view.
Yes. I like that's very, very smart. And that is something anybody who wants to spend $1 million and above will be looking into. Privacy, exclusivity, finesse when it comes to finishes, luxury, and a walk-in closet just like this. This is what you might be looking for. Terry, I mean, look at the closet. You've got all this for your closet running all the way to the other side. I mean, Terry, I don't know. We have been with you through many listings. And you can tell me this is a bit trendy. And trendy for what? For this. Look at the height of the closet. It's easily manageable. Then you've got all this space for your traveling bags. You can place them up here. Say you have a trip to London. Like one of my agents in the office says, it's not London, it's London. So in case of a trip to London, you pick your bag and just, you know, dash out. I mean, Teddy, what do you like about this walk-in closet?
There's something quite unique. It's not as common as you may think. You'll notice that we have the windows running all through this walk-in closet area.
Yes.
Many a times you'll find developers will close it up and just have a stone wall, which is quite common. And, you know, having this brings a lot of light and aeration coming in. I do love free flow of air, guys, if you've noticed.
That's beautiful.
So I think this is quite unique.
Yes, that's so true. But then, Terry, I mean, you can tell me, look, the color palettes is still white and black. I mean, I just love white. I mean, ask Terry, Terry will tell you that I cannot skip 2 weekends without wearing a white pant. I just love white so much. And when you see white being used in a property, this is just dominance. It's just power. It's just, you know, it shows that you're a clean person. It's the only person who can maintain all these white palettes here. And I love it, Terry. I mean, there is something so special on the other side. But then before we talk about the other side, Terry, is the space in between. There is more space to walk around. Imagine we are 3. That is Fabian, it's your guy, Boris Yeltsin, and Terry here. And look, the 3 of us can walk here comfortably. It gets to show you how big this walk-in closet is, Terry.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And something else you've left out, Boris, just where Fabian is standing, there is extra space. If you have a console, if you want somewhere just to place your beautiful art piece, or if you have a nice handbag that you want to place in display, this would work perfectly.
That's why I like you. I mean, you know, men are men. Men think very logically. Men are just men. And look, I overlooked this and I didn't know where I didn't even think about, how do you call it? The dressing.
Yes, you could have your dressing table. There, ladies, you know what I mean. So definitely it can host that as well.
I'm sorry, ladies. I'm just a man. I mean, I'm very sorry. I mean, you know, we are men and we think like men. But then again, I mean, Terry being here, she speaks for you. And Terry, thank you so much. Where next do we go to, Terry?
We are headed to the primary washroom, which is exquisite and also comes with a soaking tub.
Soaking tub, she says. Come with me, let's see what he has inside here. Soaking tub, she says. Soaking tub on this end. You've got two nooks over there for the guy and for the lady, for the man and for the woman, for the gents and for the ladies. Right? Just side by side. That's how the world was created. For two of you, you and your partner, nicely placed at the wall with recessed lighting. And on this left-hand side, we have this rain shower head popping out nicely from the wall. And I also like this cubicle itself, ends up to here, ends up to there. There is no door. We are not putting doors here. It's just open. It's classy. It's trendy. It's modern. And there is more to offer on this space. On the left-hand side are my two sickle cell sinks. Sorry guys, I don't want to look like I'm trying to laugh at, but I'm just trying to explain about the shape of the sink. I'm sorry if you might take it that way. I have looked for a word that I can use, but that's the only word I could find in my brain right now. I'm very sorry. I'm with you in your condition if you're going through the sickle cell anemia. It's a very tough condition. I went to school with a guy called Chris, and Chris had sickle cell. That was in Form 2. And we were almost getting into our Form 3 level. Unfortunately, Chris didn't get to cross to Form 3. Chris was my very close friend, suffered from sickle cell anemia, and crossing into Form 3, we didn't manage to cross with him, had to attend his burial, on the last quarter of our Form 2s. First of all, anybody undergoing sickle cell anemia is something I have gotten to experience from a close buddy of mine, so I can't just use that word to laugh at somebody. It's just because I looked for a word, I couldn't find it. And once more, very sorry for your condition. Back to the mirror. You've got all this smart mirror with this LED strip light, making the mirror pop out nicely from the wall. Then I've got this black toilet. You've got this over here. Then let me show you how it works. Once you're done doing your thing, you just do that. And then it splashes water and cleans you very nicely. That's very special. I like that. Very convenient. And then you have got the cistern hidden inside here. There is space in this washroom. I like it. Black and white is the color palette of this space. I love the washroom more than even you who's watching. Back to Terry. Tell me, Terry, where do we go to, Terry?
Oh my, Boris, we are not done yet. We still have a room to explore that you could use an office space.
Yes.
You could use it also as a man cave, prayer room. I don't know. Personally, I would use it as my glam room.
Oh, okay, makes sense. This glam room?
Yeah.
What do you mean glam room?
What do you mean, Boris? We ladies love plenty of things. I could have my extra bags, extra shoes there, but you know, men could use it as an office.
You know what I was thinking of? Not even an office. I was thinking of using this space for maybe, say, you know, like a worshipping area. Let's go to like a prayer room, you know, because you know, mostly Muslims, a prayer room is so special to them, and this would be a nice prayer room. It's up there. It's next to the master bedroom. And I like it. It can be a prayer room if anybody wants to convert it into that.
Absolutely. Can be multi-purpose. It just depends what your purpose is to do with it.
But I think the ladies would love it to be a
This
glam
is our glam room, girls, right?
A glam room. Okay, so what do you have here? What is special about this glam room?
You will notice that we still have the French windows here.
Okay.
Plenty of light. And you also have a Juliet-like concept with the balcony.
Yes.
So definitely you can stand outside just to have fresh air. You have plenty of sockets running all through. Lighting here is perfect. That's why I was insisting on the glam room. So, so that works effectively. But also as a prayer room, it's very private.
Yes.
Just next to the master room. I think this works with that as well.
Very true. Is that all about this level, or is there anything else we need to show them?
Not done yet, Boris.
What
we
else?
have an extensive terrace just outside this.
Follow me this way. I want to show you what the terrace has to offer, Terry. Tell you what I like about this terrace is the fact that it's not really small, it's spacious. And I also like to ask our viewers not to mind about the dirt on the floor. It's just that we just finished construction 2 weeks ago and we're still working towards cleaning this space. But then what really caught my attention on this space is the pergolas running on top all the way to that side, and the colors of the pergolas. They contrast nicely with the gray white walls. But then the catch is on the walls on this terrace. The space in between that has been left for anybody who wants to put plants on those spaces, just to bring in nature into the space. And also maybe say you want to put bamboo pots and plant your bamboos over there, then as time goes by they grow to bring in privacy. Terry.
I completely agree with you. It would be so aesthetically pleasing,
Yes.
if you ask me,
Yeah.
having the bamboo run all throughout the terrace, because up here you have this beautiful view.
Yes.
You overlook all this greenery you have around you, all this beautiful nature. You're just hearing the birds chirping. I don't know if you guys can catch it,
Yeah.
but you have that scenic view from here where we're standing.
Yes, but the most important thing also on this terrace is provision for the sockets, just in case you want to plug and play. It's easy. You plug in, you play your thing. But then you also have a sink over there, and that sink can be used in case you have got an event up here. You have got the sink over there, you wash your hands, blah blah. You can pick your nyama choma, blah blah, barbecue, da, da, da. That's what we have on that side. And mostly I can feel the breeze flowing up here. So the terrace also comes with a breeze. And then if you want to experience this, the number is always on your screen, and it's just you to call 0792 530 530. And on the other side, the person who's going to pick your call is a lady called Precious, who's going to receive your call and direct you to the person in charge of this listing, which is your lady, Terry.
And I will be here to take you through this property, have an exclusive viewing with us, just to feel the vibrance and exclusivity this villa has to offer.
Exactly. It's a 5-bedroom all-en-suite plus a SKU with 4 parkings. What else, Terry?
Approximately 700 square meters.
Comes with a double volume ceiling.
With a massive kitchen.
Wow, only 6 in the compound. Very, very private. Price, Terry.
Only going for 110 million Kenya shillings, and this could be your next address.
You only need 20% deposit to book it. The balance can be spread at a given time depending on what we discuss with you and the developer.
And this could be your next address. I don't know, Boris.
Of course, this could be his or our next address if they can only dial the number on the screen. It's a guy, Boris Yeltsin. They call me the Wolf of Real Estate, and I don't know why.
You obviously do know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But until next time, I have been your host alongside Boris Yeltsin. Until next time, au revoir.
She's called Terry.